Knew she was a freak when she started talking. She said,
I'm a style boy for life. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Reagan Christine, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm here with my friend Eric.
She's sharing this corner of the internet today.
Yeah, this corner today has two people. I'm gonna turn off this mic because, I'm gonna overuse it, and you don't want to hear me echo all day.
The thing you guys missed, it died right before we started.
Editing Reagan cut to the clip. Can't wait to have that forever.
Did it just die? And that was on camera!
We have to stop. I have to recharge it for a few minutes. We can't do this. It was garbage.
'Twas hysterical.
You're probably wondering why we're all here. Back in 2016, released in the summer, was a little film known as Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping. You probably remember ads on YouTube if you lived in an area,
The world.
actual population where they actually gave out advertisements for that, because like I know my family didn't get any at home.
Oh, I absolutely did in Philly.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's because you're a big city. I was down near San Diego,
yeah.
so I also got it.
Oh wait, I was gonna say, San Diego's a big city too.
Yeah, no, I also got the ads,
Okay,
but I
yeah.
didn't feel the need to see it because I was
I
just
know.
like, it's another movie.
I missed this one in theaters too.
Biggest mistake of my
I
life.
know.
So in 2018, I was home from work one day and I was scrolling through what they had available on Amazon Prime, and I went, hey, I like Andy Samberg. I'll watch that. When did you first watch Popstar?
I want to say it was probably around the same time as yours.
Okay.
Because it would have been right after graduating college, so 2018 as well.
Okay. If I could go back in a time machine to do one thing, it would be see Popstar in theaters.
Honestly.
Like, could you imagine? I would get like the big bucket of popcorn and just make a day of it.
This is definitely a 2 popcorn movie.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You have to have the refill with you at the start of the movie because I will not be getting up.
No, absolutely.
So I watched that at home. No one had heard of the movie. I continued on with my life. In walks Eric Jewell into my life in 2019. And
God, it was summertime.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For his 1 year living in Los Angeles, he threw a party called the Celebration.
As one does.
It was a masterpiece. Honestly, I'm really sad we didn't get a second year last year.
Yeah, thanks, Rona.
And we all slept over at his house because we were like, it's not safe to drive home. We will not be doing that. We are gonna be good kids. And after getting in the car, after going to Denny's, we turned on Lonely Island music and went to town. We listened to the music and I go, wait a second, this man also knows about the movie Popstar. And we both just start talking about it, but neither of us own it. I move at the beginning of 2020 and my roommate has the movie and I go, Eric, it's time to come over. So we can watch Popstar.
Yep.
From then on, every gift-giving holiday since that point has included some type of Popstar memorabilia.
Right.
Because birthday,
Christmas.
Okay, I love the circle of life. Yes, this is the exclusive Steelbook edition of the movie. It's really pretty.
It has the greatest deleted scene ever as the cover art. Well, I guess it's
not deleted, it's in the movie, but it's redacted.
Yeah, it's so perfect.
So good.
"You got him!" Holy shit. Camera guy, tell me you got that. You told us to stop filming. Oh!
Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping is a cinematic masterpiece. People think of spoof films as not being masterpieces, but in all reality, yeah, I get it. Cause okay, steps this way for spoof film content.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
An example of not a good spoof movie, Vampires Suck.
Oh, I thought that's the one you were gonna pull out.
Yeah, I bought it from a Blockbuster as they were
Why?
Because they were going out of business.
Blockbuster video. That's like when your grandma would be like, we'd all go play jacks down at the soda fountain. You're like, no one knows what you're talking about, you idiots.
But why that?
Because I was 12.
That's a good point.
Like,
Yeah.
we both love the movie Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping way too much. But actually, I think it's just a healthy amount.
Oh yeah, if you don't like this movie, neither of us need you in our lives.
To explain generically what happens in the film for those that haven't seen it, it is basically a biopic following what is supposed to be one of those like kid bands that broke up and they are now following like the solo artists. So if you were thinking like NSYNC, it would be like you're following Justin Timberlake.
Cameo.
I know, right? But it is following a fictional band known as the Style Boys and the career of Connor Friel, also known as Connor for Real, as he is navigating through his second album, his sophomore album.
Which, even in real life, the sophomore album is notoriously the most difficult for most artists, because that really helps decide if you are like a one-hit wonder kind of person or if you're going to stick around for a while.
Exactly. And his first album, Thriller, also did really well. And so we're following him at the beginning of his tour, right before he releases Conquest, his second album. It's basically trying to spoof or be a mockumentary to the One Direction or the Justin Bieber biopics.
Didn't he get 2?
Yeah, Justin Bieber got 2.
Yeah.
One Direction only got 1. I own it. It's right over there.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
But yeah, it was One Direction, This Is Us, and then it's Justin Bieber, Never Say Never.
Say Never.
Which is why it's Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Never Stopping, yep.
Yeah. We are not here to tell you why we love Popstar. We are here to tell you about the genius that is Popstar.
And why you should love it.
Breaks out laptop. Please note the Never Stop, Never Stopping sticker. I watched the movie and made an annotated list of everything that happens in the movie and what it affects and to which parts it's important, and it's like 5 pages. First of all, like the generic plot of the movie, there's gonna be spoilers obviously in this video. It doesn't remove like a level of quality from the film with you knowing these things. It's going to actually heighten your experience. You're welcome.
I'm just excited. Like I can't wait. I want to know how people feel about it, and I want to know how much they love it.
Fun fact, did I ever tell you, I used to exclusively run to the Lonely Island at the gym.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as I got on the treadmill, all I would listen to was the Lonely Island. Mostly it would be this soundtrack.
As it should be.
Mother Lover.
Yep.
I Just Had Sex. But yeah, always listen to Lonely Island, especially Mona Lisa.
Yes!
Mona Lisa was the first song I would listen to get me hyped up to something.
Mona Lisa is so good because
Yeah.
it's got the right beat to get you going, and then you just get really hooked into it.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Mona Lisa itself as a song, hilarious.
For those of you who don't know, the Mona Lisa is a painting.
Where do they keep the painting?
It's the Louvre, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, in the Louvre.
Wow.
Oh, they talk about it in the song.
Yeah. Mona Lisa.
You're an overrated piece of shit.
Is one of the first songs. It's not the first song, but it
No.
comes up early on in the film.
Yeah.
But Mona Lisa is, you know, just in general, just supposed to be this terrible, terrible lady. It's super catchy though.
Oh, it's so catchy.
Connor's girlfriend in the movie, her name is Ashley Wednesday.
Ashley Wednesday.
And it's like an incredible something chick. I landed in London.
Oh, a spectacularly beautiful chick.
So Ashley Wednesday,
God.
it is in the same pattern as Mona Lisa.
At least for the first half of
At
it.
least the first half.
Mona Lisa, you're an overrated piece of shit. Ashley Wednesday, a spectacularly beautiful chick.
When it goes into that bridge where he's like, please freaking say yes, girl. Magical. It blew my mind the first time that I connected it, which I don't think was the first time I watched the movie.
Yeah, probably not for me either.
Because like half of the songs you don't remember because you're watching concert footage, which okay, I was looking up information about the movie. All of the footage of like people in the audience is from the One Direction movie.
They say that it's from the One Direction concerts.
Yeah.
Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Andy Samberg and like some of the producers came out beforehand. They're just like, hey, just letting you know, we're gonna use these clips in our upcoming movie. We just need you to start screaming that you're excited to see Connor for real. And they said, yeah, go ahead.
Could you
That's
imagine
pretty
being
cool.
at one of those concerts?
Yeah, pretty much every concert scene, obviously they couldn't film all of that on the actual stage.
Yeah.
Pretty much every single one of them was green screened.
Really?
Well, so they're filming on a stage, but the entire crowd, everything is just superimposed there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Can I just ask you?
Yes.
What is your favorite song from this album?
My favorite song from this album, the easy answer is Finest Girl.
Yeah.
But if you're going more in depth, I think my favorite is Owen's song.
Really?
or Things in My Jeep.
Things in My Jeep's pretty fun.
I love Things in My Jeep, but I love Owen's song because you get that hint of the Incredible Thoughts theme. What about you? What's your favorite song?
So, of the ones that are included in the movie, it's either Finest Girl
Good choice.
or Incredible Thoughts. From the soundtrack, it's Off.
A good choice.
It's perfect.
Isn't it technically in the movie?
I think it's a deleted scene. I don't think there's a moment.
I want to say it's in the scene where, like, they're, like, at the beginning, when they're explaining, wait, no, that's Rock Roll Skate. That's not.
Yeah.
Off.
I don't think Off is in the movie. I think it's just a bonus track.
No, I think you're right. I think that's correct.
Because Kevin is in it.
Yeah.
He's on stage for that.
Yeah.
And I don't think we see him ever
No.
in the movie.
No, you don't.
Kevin from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So I don't think that one is in the movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
think
it's
just
not.
a deleted scene. But a good choice.
I love it. It's so funny.
So, okay, while I was going through my research for this movie and was, like, listening to the soundtrack, like, there are some songs that you just go, that kind of sounds like something else. For example, Equal Rights. Equal Rights is a song in the movie. It's the first single from Connor's album, and it's so bad, but I love it so much. Do I unapologetically sing it a lot? Yes.
It's awful.
It is spoofing Same Love by Macklemore. You know, that song that came out in 2015 where we all went, it's okay, you can be gay now. Except for he's not gay, he just wanted to capitalize on the whole thing. Because Mary Lambert, who is in that song, she is LGBT. So it's just kind of like, read the room, Macklemore.
Yep.
And that's the same energy that we get from Connor.
Who constantly has to remind you that he's not gay.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
I was born this way.
You're gay.
You were born your way. Gay or straight, straight or gay, it's all okay.
He's writing this song for gay marriage. You know, like it's not allowed. It's allowed now.
We all knew that that was a reference to another song, but most of the songs in the movie, from what I've discovered, are spoofing something else.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense since it is a mockumentary. I wasn't expecting that, but there are all... Thank you. But there are just so many songs in the movie, like there's no way they couldn't have been spoofs. So like...
That's a good point.
A lot of them are like the minor songs that play like in the background, so like they'll like slight mention to it. Like the Style Boys have a song called Karate Guy. He-ya. Karate Guy has literally the same back sound as Why I Do It, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, what?
It's called sampling.
That one is a sample, because like if you look on the producing, but the other one that has a sample is I'm So Humble, which
ripped straight from the other song.
Straight from the other song, because okay, I am gonna play it because it still blows my mind, because I really thought that was original until 2 days ago. This is Eric's ringtone whenever he texts me. Like yeah. So that's I'm So Humble. But then here's a song from Doo-Wop Classics Volume 2 known as Heartaches.
Watch out! There we go again.
You can see where the similarities are.
You really can. Whereas like Rock Roll Skate, which is, that's the wrong one, there we go.
Y'all ready for this?
Like,
Meep. 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 Meep.
I don't think this is on the Spotify version of the album.
really? Keep going. There it is.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like LL Cool J's I'm Bad.
It's crazy.
Like, made a playlist of all of these things. I'm gonna link it down below.
Link in the description.
It's true. Popstar and its influences. I have it on both Apple Music and Spotify. But yeah, just the music is just so good throughout the movie. The music itself really tells the story.
Yeah.
But the journey that Connor goes on is so interesting.
Okay, where to start? Ever since I was born, I was dope.
Obviously, it is very much through the power of friendship, we realize that we can't make it on our own and we need a good friend.
And the power of drawing horses.
Yes. Okay, actually, I have a note about that.
Oh!
He sells these horse drawings after losing everything, like including his tour, but he feels more accomplished selling bad paintings of horses on eBay than he did his entire tour, because he actually did them. He made those things and felt like he actually earned the value of that. Whereas, like, part of the joke about Conquest is that it has, hundreds of producers for the album?
Yeah, he says that he used over 100 producers for like 12 tracks to make sure it was the best-selling record of all time.
And it got
was
poop
not.
emoji out of 10.
But The Onion did say it was a great album.
Conquest a triumph. So, you know.
So,
True,
mixed.
Oh my gosh, my favorite quote from the whole movie, other than "Ever since I was born, I've been dope."
Ever since I've been born, I've been dope. I do like that line.
Yeah. Or, at the end of the movie, be a good person and the rest will fall into place. Like, they really said, here is the message.
Yeah.
But, like, I love that so much, because, like, as he says that, it's at the same time that, Akiva's making out with the...
Oh, with the stagehand?
Who is actually his wife.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All of their wives are in it.
Really?
At one point or another.
Who's Andy's wife?
Hold on. All three of the Lonely Island members' wives make an appearance. Joanna Newsom is the purple-haired defibrillator operator.
Who's Joanna Newsom?
That's Andy's wife. Mario Heller is a member of Connor's documentary crew, and then Liz Kakowski is the stage manager that Lawrence makes out with.
Okay.
Yorma's brother, I think he's in the same, it's like Metalhead or something like that.
Oh, yeah. With, Weird Al.
With Weird Al, yeah. Who, okay, every time I see him in that scene, I know it's Weird Al.
Yeah.
But I look at him in that outfit, and I think that it's, what's his face from Community?
Pierce?
No. Joel McHale. I always want it to be Joel McHale.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you have to say about this movie? Are there, like, fun things that you personally love about it?
From the opening minute to the closing minute. I love all of the parts in between there. One of my favorite lines of the movie is actually at the very end when he gets the new turtle and he goes, "You're my best friend. Don't tell Owen." That one's pretty great.
Okay.
One thing I actually really like
Yeah.
is his relationship with Maximus.
I was just gonna say, him and Maximus.
Because the entire movie, it is shown that Connor really doesn't care about a lot of people. At least outwardly. He is shown to be the very much, I am the star, everyone around me is just supposed to boost me up and do what I tell them to. But there's the little soft side of him that genuinely cares about this turtle more than he cares about himself. It's interesting because he cares about the turtle more than he cares about his two best friends.
Yeah.
And you can tell how much it destroys him. And it really does seem like Maximus's death is the final straw that breaks him.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Connor not even knowing that, it is his last link he has left to his best friends.
Yeah, because what we find out, like, in...
Two scenes later,
is that Maximus was given to him on his birthday, which we originally were under the impression that it was from his mom. But actually, Maximus was a gift from Owen and Lawrence, his best friends.
I don't even think we've said the name Lawrence yet.
Yeah, no, because I always just go, Tequiva.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
But no, I actually really love that they have the small detail of him caring about this turtle because it shows that he is capable of caring about somebody else besides himself.
Through the whole movie, I don't know if you noticed this, he wears a chain that has a turtle on it.
I knew he wore a chain, didn't know it had a turtle.
There's a turtle, because I noticed it after the death and I went, oh, what a great way to honor Maximus, but then I was looking for it, and he has it on the whole movie.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Maximus's funeral, how it's a Viking funeral, but also he quotes Gangster's Paradise.
And it's a party.
Not for him, it isn't.
That's true.
He stands in that pool, defeated.
But then it's also interesting the fact that he did schedule a party around it.
It makes me wonder if the party wasn't actually scheduled like that and everybody just went, nah, he's super chill, it's gonna end up being a party.
I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I'd always just assumed he was like, oh great, well not great, Maximus is dead, we have to throw a party to celebrate him or something. But no, I think yours probably makes a lot more sense. People are just like, oh, this is what Connor is like,
yeah,
so we're gonna do this.
We're at his mansion where they have a bunch of pool floaties.
Yeah.
Why not?
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be there.
No, not at all.
You just see it on his face. It's got the same energy as like when his the release of the album isn't doing well and he just flops into the pool. Just the...
Yeah, it's so funny. Fun fact, do you know who the penis belongs to?
Like the one that...
Yeah.
No.
Believe it's Judd Apatow.
You're kidding me.
Look it up. I don't want this to go in if it's not true.
You know what? I'm gonna open a incognito window because I don't want this to mess up my Google search.
Lame.
What goes into the casting of a role like that? We know Judd Apatow is the man, but how do you guys evaluate that casting?
Wow. That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I really need to watch that
Judd
commentary.
Apatow, he's one of the producers on the movie.
But he does a lot of the stuff with people that were on SNL.
SNL, yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which is probably why they mentioned Forgetting Sarah Marshall in the movie.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
The Harry Potter reference.
Oh boy.
So okay, early on in the film, Owen is showing off his setup as the DJ, and he's like, I've got audiobooks on this iPod because it doesn't take a lot of work to do the show. It's very much canned.
Just hit play.
But he's like, oh, I got so much space for audiobooks. And he starts playing Prisoner of Azkaban, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It was year 3 at Hogwarts. And Harry had never felt something, I don't know.
And then later, when all hell breaks loose, I believe it's the same book.
Yeah.
Talks about him going into the Dark Forest. I don't know exactly
he's
where.
about to go into the Dark Forest, yeah.
I don't know exactly where in the books they are, though. I'm gonna have to reread Prisoner because I don't remember there ever being a part that just explicitly says it was year 3 at Hogwarts.
Right? Like that felt fake.
Yeah, I feel like I would have known a line in the books if they said that.
Especially since it's the audiobook, because you've listened to the audiobooks before. So they probably just recorded it for a bit, which I think is great.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to reread that and be like, when did this happen?
But like, following Connor's character, like, he's been in the limelight forever, pretty much.
Not his entire life.
Not his entire life, but like ever since like the Style Boys took off.
Yeah.
And like, he doesn't see his mom ever because she's always on tour with Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, with another band
Literally,
that isn't him.
Just as an entourage.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, I'm here too. And like...
It's not as painted out in the movie, but if you watch the deleted scenes, there is a moment where Connor's mom shows up to the after party for, I think it's the first night of his tour, right? And he is so excited that she's there, can't wait to talk with her about the show, how everything's been. And she goes, oh, I'm exhausted. Can I just go start drinking and we can talk later? And he has like a pause and he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can catch up, absolutely. I kind of wish they had kept that in because again, it shows a softer side to him that isn't just the total jerk that we learn that he is during the movie.
Andy Samberg, in this role in particular, goes on such a journey.
Yeah.
Like, you would think, oh, it's just another spoof movie thing. It's like The Lonely Island where they just do their dumb little sketches. But no, like, that character is so well fleshed out because he just wants to be loved.
Yeah.
And he just wants to have a friend or somebody to care about him. Which is why he has a 30-person personal team.
Yeah, really.
Because he's just trying to find somebody that wants to be there with him.
Side question.
Yes.
How much is he worth? If he is able to pay 30 people on his personal payroll.
Honestly, okay.
That's a lot of money.
Net worth.
Because you have to think, okay, out here in Los Angeles.
That's Andy Samberg. That's a different number.
Yeah, different number. Out here in LA, which is where it takes place all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's where most of these people live. Minimum living expense out here is about $30K.
Yeah, I would say $30K a year.
And that's if you're living at the lowest you can, really. Roommates. You're saving every penny you're trying
for less.
to. Yeah. So you've got to think that's a minimum of $30,000 per person.
$30,000.
And you know
Yeah.
He's paying people more than that.
But even if you just okay, let's make it an even 50.
Okay, let's do 50.
Because they are all decked out in quality stuff.
So 50K times 30. That's just his crew on his personal payroll, not the people setting up for the tour, not the people working the gig. It's $1.5 million that he is personally handing them.
Just to try to have somebody be around him.
Yeah, that's insane.
That hurts my heart. Poor Connor.
That's crazy.
I'd be Connor's friend. And yeah, like, there's a point in the movie where he puts a test up to his yes men on whether or not they're gonna tell it to him straight.
And not just his yes men.
Also Owen.
Also Owen, his best friend.
Which is really kind of the last straw for Owen, because Owen has been kind of last straw in it the whole movie, and like keeps getting handed another thing that he doesn't like, and keeps getting pushed to the wayside.
And you can tell that Owen is just sticking it out because of the history
because they're
have
friends,
together.
not for the money, and you can tell it in his face.
Mm-hmm. He is like, you're my friend, I'm trying to do this for you. But yeah, when he makes him eat dog shit,
yeah, you're just like,
that would be the end of our friendship.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you. That'd be weird. I don't have a dog.
Also, my hair.
I would be detrimental to any friendship.
Yeah.
And like, even after hearing that they just ate dog, they're still just like, no, but like, we're cool. Because they get that if they try to mess with the status quo, they're gonna lose their paycheck.
Which again, they do in a deleted scene. Yeah. They leave him and go on tour with somebody. Is it Hunter?
I think it's Hunter.
I think it's Hunter.
Yeah. Most of his personal staff continues on with Hunter because he actually has the career.
Hunter is another person we haven't mentioned yet. So one point during the movie when Connor's on tour, the tickets aren't selling well because no one likes the album, so he's convinced to bring on an opening act. Bring in Hunter the Hungry.
You're gonna like it.
Song. Are or aren't?
Are.
But you are gonna like it. Wait, did you say are or aren't? Are.
Compose. Because Hunter is an up-and-coming artist who is a lot more edgy than Connor is, and you can tell Connor does not want an opening act. He is the star.
Yeah.
He doesn't need people to help sell tickets. And Connor doesn't like having to rely on somebody else to bring tickets in. Then the tour starts selling out. People are loving it. Connor starts getting a bit more hyped. But then he starts changing everything about the show. He starts doing magic tricks during it. He starts doing these weird bits that he never did beforehand, which, as you noted, is just him trying to get people's attention still.
Yeah, just watching him go through the whole thing, and then like even Owen for most of the movie is he knows the answer to the problem, and he's trying to explain to everybody the answer to the problem is to parent trap them.
Boom. Parent trap.
Because the reason that they break up is because of a dispute over who wrote the catchphrase verse.
DJ Tanner. Steelbook. Doink da doink.
Doink de doink.
Doink de doink.
I love that they get Ringo Starr to say doink da doink.
Right?
Doink de doink.
Question for you.
Yes.
Sarah Silverman's character.
Yes.
She's his publicist, correct?
Correct.
Do you think when she comes to visit him, when he's down in the dumps, everything's over, do you think she is visiting him because she cares about him or because she needs a job again? I still think it's because she cares about him.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I think the only people that genuinely care about him in the movie are Paula, which is Sarah Silverman's character, Harry, who is his manager, Owen, and Lawrence.
I would say
as much as Lawrence doesn't want to say anything,
he cares so much.
The fact that he forgives him at the end shows that he does care.
Exactly.
Even his mom doesn't care about him anymore.
Oh, yeah, no. But yeah, I would say that Sarah Silverman's character is definitely in it for the long haul because she's there after everything crashes. She's checking in on him after he has no money.
Yep, after his not nude nudes get leaked to the public. I'm gonna post a picture of my dick on the internet.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You just gotta outlive it through the media cycle. It's fine. Now I'm gonna go take a picture of my dick.
Please don't do that.
I'm such an Owen supporter through the whole movie.
Owen's great.
Like, that poor man puts on that helmet, and I'm just like, it's so sad.
It's gotta hurt.
Like, bending over backwards for your friend so that they can succeed.
Yeah.
with no personal gain.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Or recognition. Not that you need recognition from your friend.
But it's just the fact that...
I at that point, I wouldn't think that he would do the same.
Connor? Absolutely not.
He would not do the same, and so
Absolutely
the fact that
not.
it's just all this giving forth.
It also doesn't help that none of this was Connor's idea. Like, he was never into the big gimmick of having a helmet on the head before Hunter came on.
It was all, I need to be cooler than this other person. I need to make people remember why they're here. They're here to be with me.
And a couple of times towards the beginning of the movie, Connor even consulted them and being like, hey, if you think it isn't a cool idea, we can try and do something else. But Owen, at that point, Owen is like, no, like, you are the guy.
You're the face.
This is on you.
Yeah.
We'll do what you want. But you can see, as the movie goes on, Connor stops caring about Owen's input in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
Owen just kind of yells at Connor once, and Connor's like, what are you even doing here? Why are you still here? And Owen sticks it out until Connor actually tests him as a friend.
Which he shouldn't have ever needed to do.
And Owen straight up says that too. Owen should not have stuck around nearly as long as he did.
Oh no, not at all. I think that's like part of the realization for Connor. That's like, okay, he stuck with me through all of that.
Yeah.
And I still sent him away.
Yeah. And it also just goes to show that even when all three of them fully break up, none of them do well on their own.
Oh yeah, no.
Lawrence tries to go solo after they leave.
Things in My Jeep.
And no one liked it.
Which is really too bad because it's a great song.
Yeah. Owen, he becomes a DJ and he's really good at putting beats together.
He can't do lyrics.
He can't sing. Well, Yorma can sing. In this, he can't sing and he can't do lyrics.
Yeah.
And then Connor, when he tried to put out the second album, which he wrote fully, in the first album, he and Owen worked on it together. That worked. But when he did the whole thing solo, nothing stuck.
Yeah.
There is nothing good about the group that sticks until all three of them are together the whole time. That's what makes Incredible Thoughts work so well.
Exactly. Well, and like, speaking of that, the Poppies.
Yeah.
He has the performance of the Poppies planned.
Mm-hmm.
He gets dropped.
Yep.
As things are going on and it gets worse and worse. And you're like, okay, not good. You can really see everything starting to downfall because even the highest regarded award. Would you say that it's like a People's Choice Award, or would you say that it's the Grammys of that universe?
I would still probably say it's like the Grammys.
Same.
Because they seem to take it a lot, like, super serious.
Exactly.
And the Grammys are the highest award you can get in the music industry.
Exactly.
So I would kind of assume the Poppies are their version of the Grammys.
I would agree with that. So yeah, he's got a super good deal lined up, but then he loses that. And then he goes to do like press coverage to try to fix everything on The Tonight Show. And all they want to talk about is Style Boys. Which, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, really.
I mean...
You're in a boy band. Don't leave.
Or go on hiatus indefinitely. Don't do that either.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, we like the Style Boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the magic is.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes them over an hour to figure out, oh... the magic is in the group. And when they finally get the group together, immediately he gets a phone call that says Taylor Swift committed murder.
Wait, what?
The Poppy Awards. Taylor Swift was arrested for murder.
Which, okay, I was looking into the lineup of that line. That is around the same time that the theory started coming out that she and Harry Styles committed vehicular manslaughter.
Who? Who did they kill?
We don't know. That's what No Body No Crime is about.
I don't know if that's... Is that a song?
Yeah, on Evermore.
Really?
No Body No Crime?
I
Yeah.
haven't listened to it. That or Folklore. I know.
They're both great albums. I think you need to take a day and go sit in the woods and have feelings.
She's angry.
Yeah. But yeah, like, as soon as they get their lives back in order, friendship-wise, everything comes back together.
Yeah.
Then, like, the big pivotal scene in the climax is they've only got, what, a 3-minute slot instead of a 6-minute slot?
Even though Incredible Thoughts is longer than 3 minutes.
Right, thank you. Thank you. Because they go in initially being told that he's going to be able to do 2 songs. So he was going to do Finest Girl.
Yep.
Which would have been great.
Would have been perfect.
And then they were going to go into Incredible Thoughts. Mm-hmm. And somebody comes up to them and they're like, we're running behind. You only have time to do 1 song now. And it's like this big back and forth on, think we're going Style Boy? Now he's looking away from them. He's not saying anything. What do I do?
Yeah, what do I do at this moment?
What do I do with this?
He seems conflicted.
And then you don't get the answer, and then he's on stage starting Finest Girl into Incredible Thoughts with Mr. Fish. The best secret cameo.
I think it honestly is
like
one of the most rewarding cameos.
It really is, because he has an arc.
Yeah.
Mr. Fish slash, what is his name?
Justin Timberlake.
No, his character name. It starts with a T. It's like Titus, but it's not that.
I thought it started with an A. I wanted to say Anton, but that's not right.
No, that's not it. Tyrus.
Tyrus.
Tyrus Quash.
The fish was me. Tyrus. So these are carrots. 8 different ways.
Obelisks.
Obelisks.
Julien.
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 As the French like to call it. Julien.
Yo, cut quieter.
I'm sorry.
And cut softer, dog.
Could you just imagine trying to tell somebody to chop carrots quieter? But yeah, just the cameos, the music, the arc.
What is your favorite cameo? Or favorite person who shows up in a talking head?
Bill Hader.
Yeah. Zippy.
Zippy. He's like,
hi, my name's Zippy.
He tunes all the guitars. Not that they ever use them. He's like, if he ever feels like picking it up, it'll be ready.
I make sure all the instruments are tip-top. No one really plays guitar, but we got him here in case he wants one.
What about you?
Favorite cameo? I really like Michael Bolton showing up at the end.
Incredible thoughts, incredible mind.
That's pretty good, just Lonely Island tie-back.
Exactly.
But my favorite talking head is probably Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
She is drastically underused. Also, if you guys do ever go to Universal Studios, they do play this soundtrack every so often in the theme park.
Yeah, on the escalators, they play I'm So Humble because
Yeah.
it is a Universal property.
Which is why when Justin Timberlake's character is cutting up the carrots, Fast and the Furious is playing on the TV that they're watching. Yeah,
well, and that's why they do the Tonight Show, because it's NBC Universal. That's how they got Adam Levine.
Yep.
Because of the voice. The layers.
It's great.
Like a well-crafted parfait.
It's great.
What was that beat that we were messing with once that was like, wah, 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 wah?
If we haven't sold you on this movie yet, you can't be sold, and I'm so sorry that you are not prepared for culture. Okay, here's my thing.
There's her thing, guys.
Here's my thing.
It's her thing.
So it is a high quality mockumentary, right? But it is more than that. It is a cinematic masterpiece. Most articles that I read about it, because yes, I did a lot of research for this, both for this video and for my soul. But when I did the research, everyone was comparing it to This Is Spinal Tap, which I've
never seen.
I've seen parts of it.
Never seen it.
That's where the turn this up to 11 comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, that comes from Scott Pilgrim,
who got it from
you're
This
right.
Is Spinal Tap.
You're right. You're right.
This Is Spinal Tap impacted culture as a cult classic. It was not popular when it came out. It was very much I'm not saying that Popstar is on this same track.
I am.
Thank you, because I was about to say it. You know what I am saying? But This Is Spinal Tap is in the Criterion Collection, which means that movie has been deemed by the film critic gods as important enough to make sure that it carries on.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying, Criterion, baby, if you're listening, just put Popstar in there too.
Doesn't cost you any money.
Like,
right?
It'll cost me money, and I'm willing to pay for it.
Me too.
Because the Criterion...
We bought sweatshirts.
We have the sweatshirts. We both have the Steelbook. They're so focused on preserving good quality film.
Yeah.
So why haven't you already? Thank you. If you haven't watched Popstar, it's available on Amazon.
The three of them, they just look like they're having such a fun time this movie.
It is secretly about them as they've started their career as the Lonely Island.
Oh, absolutely.
In the opening shots of the film, they're showing archive footage of the Style Boys, but it's actually archive footage from one of the first Lonely Island sketches from Kablam during Me Likey That, another fun fact about the music, Me Likey That is the song that they play at the beginning of the movie. It is also the song they play as the credits start to roll. It bookends the movie.
Yeah.
Because the circumstances at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie, Me Likey That. Thank you. It do be true. I do be liking it. It's so well thought out. Boys, The Lonely Island. Andy, Akiva, and Yorma, if you're listening. Number one, big fans.
Akiva, I'm sure you remember meeting me once.
And if you don't, no harm, no foul. He doesn't remember what he ate for breakfast this morning.
I didn't have breakfast. Joke's on you.
You should actually eat breakfast.
I know.
It's very important.
I know.
And that's probably why you keep yawning, because you didn't get enough protein that early in the day.
A really big rush this morning. I overslept.
Ooh, been there. Boys, what a quality work of art that you have created. If for some reason you've got an extra copy of the script laying around anywhere.
2 extra copies.
2 extra. Yeah, 2 extra copies.
They don't have to be signed or bound.
Exactly, and we'll bind them ourselves. It's fine. The screenplay, I want to read it. We really appreciate your art. Honestly, I think it has brought us together better as friends. Which, didn't know that was possible, but here we are. But like, you guys reunited your friendship in that movie. It's our friendship.
So did our friendship need reuniting?
No, well, I mean, it took you forever to give me the sweatshirt, but like, we were still buddies during that.
Well, everyone, thank you. I'll be looking for another co-host.
Speaking of which, if you guys think we're funny, you should listen.
Who doesn't?
Right? You should listen to us in long-form media known as podcasts. We have a podcast. Eric, tell them about it.
We do have a podcast together. It's called It's a Long Walk to the Couch. It's available pretty much anywhere podcasts are available. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Walk to the Couch. We will be having a full Lonely Island discussion, not just about Popstar, but pretty much everything we have at least watched.
So much
about
so,
all of their stuff.
It's already been released. If you click the link down below, we're talking about the Lonely Island in our most recent episode. Check it out if you want to. If you don't, no tea, no shade. But I think you would have a great time.
Excuse me.
Lovely. Eric, do you want to tell them where to find you?
Yes, if you guys did want to follow me anywhere, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at EricJewel11. Reagan will link it down below.
Yeah, I will.
Reagan, thanks for having me on. This was great.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
To talk about a movie that we talk about without
Anyway,
trying on a daily. I'm like, if we're gonna talk about it this much, we might as well film it.
We might as well make it into content.
Amen.
To release.
Cause not even just to release, just so that we can have it forever. So when we go, do you remember us talking about that? I can pull up the footage.
Reagan, where can people find you on the internet?
It's gonna be at Reagan Christine. Much like at this YouTube channel, it's gonna be that on pretty much every social media platform. I have all of my links down below. Comment down below if you have seen Popstar and like what your favorite part is or your favorite song, something you enjoy about Popstar.
And if you haven't seen it, tell us when you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, tell us when you're gonna watch it, because I would like to watch you live tweet it, please.
We'll probably do a watch along at some point.
Honestly, I would love to do a drinking game to that.
Drink when you laugh.
I would like to remember the movie.
Don't play that drinking game then.
We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Cool, we did it.
Yay!
Lovissimo. Dude.
What?
Make sure there's no makeup on there.
I can't tell.
Okay.
Why?
Because I'm like, I've got makeup on.
It's fine.